Jackson, g'day. So what's the latest on the extent of the rainfalls in the 24 hours to 9 a.m? A couple of those really big falls are up in southeast Queensland, but they've continued through coastal New South Wales as well.
Yeah, that's right. We did have some slow-moving thunderstorms last night in southeast Queensland. So that dumped on the order of about 100 to 150 millimetres in the southern Gold Coast suburbs there. But really the emphasis and the change and risk is in New South Wales. So we have seen 256 millimetres up on the mid-north coast to 9 a.m. today. And unfortunately, we're getting a reinvigoration of this system. So there's an influx of tropical moisture coming down from the northwest. And once that combines with the coastal trough, it'll lead to a renewed vigour of the system. So looking along the coastal margin of around 100 to 150 millimetres with a bullseye around the Coffs area of around 200 millimetres. So not good news. Obviously there is already considerable flood impacts there, and this will further exacerbate that.
Yeah. Can you be any more specific on that spot on New South Wales mid-north coast that got 256? It was just it's just kind of amazing how those rainfalls. I think some spots have got 800 mils over several days there. Yeah,
so it's 256 millimetres at Mini Pump House. So you know, with these easterly flow regimes, if you just get under a band of convective rainfall, can lead to many hundreds of millimetres, and then you can drive 10, 15 k's down the road and you'll have half that or a third of that. So they're quite discriminatory and discrete.
And so what are some of the particular rivers of concern over the next 24 hours?
Obviously, the Hawkesbury Nepean is the major focus at the moment. It is undergoing major flooding in parts of the near North Richmond. We do have this tropical moisture that's moving through western and northern New South Wales, so looking on the order of about 40 to 80 millimetres through there. So for some of these places like Walgett, Cobar, Dubbo, this represents a month's worth of rainfall in one day. So I expect further flood impacts out in the western north and New South Wales, as well as the coastal rivers, which are just going to get smashed again today and tomorrow.
And it looks like there's going to be some sunshine by Wednesday for much of New South Wales, but will the river systems continue to flood for some time?
Yeah, they will. It will take some time for that to discharge out. Generally, if you're to the east of the Great Divide, it's measured on the order of days, whereas some of the more inland rivers will take many weeks to discharge.
And in some of these spots in regional coastal New South Wales at the moment, people may have left their homes and the rivers have gone down and they might be heading back in. Should people be really aware of the possibility of rivers coming back up over the next 48 hours?
Yeah, they should be hyper vigilant and just look at the warnings and follow the directions of emergency services.
Yeah. Okay, Jackson Brown there from the Bureau of Meteorology in Melbourne.